Today we will introduce you to this EasyEDA software, which is an electronic design software that allows you to create schematics and circuit board layouts and even final circuit boards. So when you create your account and you get into your, I guess this would be your control panel here, you'll have projects on the side, if anything you've worked on, or maybe nothing. Library of different parts that you can use, parts that are available at this company, parts that are available here. I guess there's some tutorials and videos and stuff like that. Some news over here. Some more examples. Okay, so pretty bare place to work. Let me show you some examples that I've created. So I'll open up a project. Usually 9 times out of 10 you start with a schematic. So here's an example of a schematic that I created. And I'll zoom in by just sliding my fingers up. And you'll see that maybe some things that look familiar. A voltage regulator, resistor, LED, going to ground. The output powering pin 14 of this chip, which we used in class. Capacitor to ground. So this is looking familiar. Potentiometer. This is that oscillator project we worked on. The one oscillator on pins 12 and 13, modulating the second oscillator. So this is the schematic I created. And then what you do is you'll basically click a button and it will take all of these parts and put them in a pile and will give you a blank board. And then what you do is you take that and you arrange those parts onto your board. So here's my board. So here's the chip, diode, capacitor, resistor. I put a little connector for +9 and ground. You see the traces here, the red traces are the top of the board, and then we put some traces in blue are going on the bottom side of the board. Potentiometer, right, 3 pins, potentiometer. I put little text here, OT Tech, and I put the name of the circuit here. So then you create this board. You route the wires, the lines where they're supposed to go. The connections between the parts are already set in the schematic diagram. What you do is just move the parts around and then it will route the wires for you. And once you create this board file, what you can do is you can actually send this file over to a company called JLC PCB, and it takes those files called Gerber files, and it will take a look at them and it will show you what the board looks like. You can check it here. It gives you a bunch of options. How many layers, how many you want, the sizes, colors. You know, you can make them different colors, yellow, black, white. The thickness, how much copper you want to put on, this and that. And then it will show you the price here on the side. So $2 to make 5 of these boards. It's amazing. With a total shipping of $20, you know, from China, and literally these will get here in a week. So that's pretty amazing. That's 5 boards for $20 from China. And if you order, let's say, 20 of them, it's an extra $4. So I mean, the value is amazing. So really cool process. We start by creating a schematic from all of these parts. Parts come from the library. Then we import that schematic onto a board where we arrange the parts and set all the traces, top and bottom layer. And then we can actually get the boards made and in our hand in 1 week. Super awesome. So guys, that's the overview. The first thing we have to do is you need to set up your library of parts. There's thousands of parts in this library. So what I do is I take about 20 here, and I'll give you this list, and we pull them aside into your own library, so you're not sorting through a million different parts. So that'll be the next video. We're going to set up your library. Then we'll do a video on creating the schematic, and then we'll do a video on creating the board. Okay, so look for the next video, and get your EDA account set up, and away we go.